it's time to get you in the know. We're talking the month of December. It is now well underway. We're into the first weekend of December, and the winter weather, well, we've seen a fair share of that in New Brunswick. Not such good driving conditions, but elsewhere in the region, it was even heavier. Look in Amherst, Nova Scotia, where a snow day on Wednesday, it led that young individual to maybe have some fun in the snow, and makes for a beautiful scene unless you have to take to the roads. Take a look here, Conception Bay South, Newfoundland. My goodness, poor visibility, as it wasn't just the heavy wet snow, but the strong wind gusts. Now, elsewhere, the winter snowfall can maybe give us more of a snow globe look, although you can tell the winds in Toronto and the Distillery District, they were blowing a little bit at times. A beautiful Christmas scene there. Meanwhile, in Calgary, we're still looking at snow, and that's going to be a focus of discussion here, as we're not just dealing with some December cold, but the snowfall. And there's no more important December snowfall than when we get to Christmas. We'll be unpacking our white Christmas probability as we bring in our meteorologist, Nadine Powell. I'm Matt Hamel, filling in for Victoria today. Now, Nadine, December cold, December snow, a lot to unpack, but many are already feeling the December chill, it looks like.
Yeah, you know, Matt, I feel like Mother Nature has given us that hint in a big way. We started off with some of the video that you showed there with the cold, the snow, and of course that goes hand in hand with cold, and we're certainly seeing that pattern that will most likely continue for us for a large chunk of the country as we continue through this month. We'll get several more opportunities for that Arctic air to push southward, not only across parts of the west, but also stretching all the way to the east too. So essentially for us for December, Matt, we are looking at that cold really stretching from the Central Prairies to the Maritimes, across BC, and to parts of the territories likely to be near normal. But there is a warm spot up into the Yukon. And when we talk about, December snowfall, Matt, just take a look at some of these numbers for us.
Yes, looking at some areas certainly getting heavier doses of December snowfall on average. You can see Toronto just shy of 25 centimeters typically throughout the month, but you're almost doubling that for Montreal and a little bit more than double Toronto's totals for Ottawa. So yeah, quite a spread and very location dependent here.
Yeah, now we're looking at the storm track for us heading through December. We've already seen some of these track north into BC and dive down into Alberta. And this is essentially the pattern that'll continue for us. But you see there the cold air across the Central Prairies coming down from Hudson Bay. That's going to be battling with some of the warmth that will try to nudge northward for us. And you can see the storm track, Matt, across Ontario through Quebec, a little bit variable. So that will perhaps change the type of precipitation. And speaking of the type of precipitation into Atlantic Canada, we could be looking at perhaps a little bit of rain mixing in right along the Atlantic shores there.
Yes, and when we look at our December extremes, Nadine, certainly a lot jumps off. I mean, those record highs, we'd love to be seeing that. But yes, as you've highlighted, for eastern portions of the country, it does look like we're below average temperatures is what December will have in store. So hopefully we're not flirting with some of these record lows, because my goodness, those look like some very chilly all-time December records. And the snowfall totals as well also jumping off the page. You see Vancouver had experienced 90 centimeters in one particular December. Nadine, a white Christmas when there's at least 2 centimeters or more of snow on the ground on the morning of December 25th, but we don't always get that, do we?
No, we don't, but many people want a perfect Christmas, which is when you have snow on the ground as well as falling snow.